Peter Yan taking on Jose Aldo. Dear God, man. Like, what? This is an unreal matchup. One of those ones that I never thought that I would ever see. We're talking 2 generations of fighters in previously different weight classes. Whoever saw this fight coming?
I'm so jacked for this card. I can't believe we got to wait a weekend in between. I'm licking my chops already.
Saturday's going to suck. We're all going to wake up on Saturday and then just be sad and disappointed when there's nothing to watch.
Yep. Peter's an absolute beast. He looks like he's on a rocket ship straight to the title. He's just a freak. One of these guys who almost fights better the harder you hit him. I don't know what it looks like when this guy loses, because he's 6-0 in the UFC with 3 finishes and 3 unanimous decision victories. No one has showed us the path to beat this guy. So I don't know what we're going to see from Jose, but Aldo's strong. Looked great in his last fight against top level competition. He's 33. I can't believe he's only 33. I feel like I've been watching this guy fight for 50 years at this point. I mean, he's been around forever, had some great fights against, some top-level fighters. This is his second fight at 135 after the quote-unquote loss to Marlon. But wild. I like Jan here. This is another one. I'm more excited to watch it than I am to bet it because, I'm kind of where the casino is on this one, so I don't see a ton of value in it, But I don't know what to do with this fight yet. I may look at – I really do like Jan here. I don't like betting, 235 to win 100 on this fight. So I don't know what – I'll probably look at the props. I'll look at the parlays. I'll see what's going on. But I'm a little gun shy, I got to tell you, like after a night like we had last weekend, I'm almost feeling myself too much. I'm wanting to, tap the brakes and double check myself, fact check myself, because, we're on the gravy train. I don't want to get off anytime soon.
I am right there with you, man. And honestly, I'm glad that you said that, because to all the haters out there that want to come after me after I've done so well the last couple weeks, don't you worry, my friends. You'll get your chance, because everyone remember, this is gambling. All right, we've been doing real well. We've been doing real hot lately. The bounces have been going our way. The day will come where they don't. All right, we will get some of those bad decisions that go against us. We'll get robbed on a split decision. We'll get a fighter that slips on a banana peel and get knocks out, and we'll have a bad night. It's going to happen. So you haters, go ahead, wait, bide your time. You can call me out in a week or two when we do that. But the rest of you, just remember, gambling, there's no crystal ball. So we'll take a shot. It's all educated guesses. So we're going to take our best stab at it. We'll keep trying to give you some good winners, but just remember, I'm in this thing with you. Anytime I tell you guys I'm making a bet, that's just my action. I'm not telling you to go bet that. You make the choice at the end of the day, whether or not you want to put your money down. I'm telling you what I'm on, and it's your choice to do with it what you will after that point. For this fight, Judd, I couldn't have agreed any better with what you said. I absolutely love Peter Yan, and I've been on this guy for a long time, and I got spooked watching the tape. Getting ready for this show that we're on right now, I got spooked watching the tape because I expected to come in here and tell you guys double max bet like I'm laying the mortgage on Peter Yan. He should wreck Jose Aldo, and I'm a little nervous. So Peter Yan fights out of Tiger Muay Thai, absolutely one of my favorite gyms of all time. Well-rounded fighters with incredible skill sets coming out of there. Love that gym. And this dude's getting better. Like you said, he's almost better when he's angry. He's kind of hulkish, right? Like you hit him and he's going to go green and come back at you and hit you harder to make you pay for that. I do like that. But when you're fighting a striker that's as slick and as smooth as Jose Aldo, and obviously he's still got that punch. I mean, he put out Renato Moicano and Jeremy Stevens with a body shot just last year. He's still got the power. My concerns with Jose Aldo is the weight class. I know he made the successful cut. I faded him against Marlon Moraes because of the weight cut last time, and he shocked me that he made it and made it apparently so easily. And then he looks damn good the night of the fight. I know a lot of people were talking about how he should have won that fight. and it's been really contentious as far as who won, Marlon or Aldo. I personally think that Marlon did win that fight ever so slightly by being the busier fighter, and this is where I get my angle here for this fight. Jose Aldo was stalking Marlon in that fight, but he wasn't doing a lot of throwing. And when you watch the tape on Jose Aldo from when he was up a weight class to now, he really has to conserve his energy. I think he's got gas tank issues. And when he was fighting Aldo, there was a whole lot less movement, a whole lot less feinting. So even though he was chasing Marlon, he was stalking him down, you may be going, Clint, what do you mean there was less movement? He was going after him the whole time. He wasn't feinting. He wasn't setting anything up. He wasn't getting flinches or reactions out of Marlon. It was all straight power shots. When he decided to throw, he threw. That was it. That's going to get you in trouble against a guy like Jan. We haven't seen Jan in trouble. Every single time he's got hit with a big shot, I know Jimmy Rivera hit him with a couple big ones, and actually Uriah Faber hit him with a couple of big ones. He smiles. This guy is mean, and he looks for those battles. So this is a 5-round title fight, folks. Peter Yan is the dude that turns it up. Peter Yan is the guy that comes for you in round 3 when you're starting to slow just a little bit. He goes for the kill, and he is so patient. That's the thing that's so dangerous about him. He sits back and he waits. He's got that killer instinct where he doesn't overextend. He hurts you, and he knows it. And then he sits on it, and he knows he's going to do it again in about a minute. So he's deadly later. The later this fight goes, in my opinion, Aldo needs to get this thing done early if he's going to have a shot. Because with that drastic weight cut, we're talking championship weight here, Judd. He doesn't get a 1-pound allowance. He's got to get all the way down. And we saw what Max Holloway did to him in round 3 of both of their fights. When he turns it up later, as Aldo's turning it down, he gets the finish. So honestly, I'm going to look at a total on this one. I'm on the Peter Yan side. I was a little scared when I first started watching it. And then when I figured these things out on the Jose Aldo side, my confidence came back. So I threw you all for a little loop there. I'm still definitely on Peter Yan in this fight. I do think there might be some value. The line is definitely going to be a little bit wide here. I know a bunch of people taking the shot on Jose Aldo. I think we're going to have a very sneaky opportunity at a total on this one. And I'm predicting a round 4 TKO for Peter Yan.
There you go. I'm with that. And, we may get our little sprinkle action on rounds 4 and 5 or, something like that with Jan. There you go. He's, you got to make that shirt, by the way.
I want to so bad. Just my head on the sprinkle bay. It's just a fun one. It's always a fun one when you've got on one side a fighter who every time he touches guys, they flinch up and act like they haven't been hit like that before, which I guess both of these guys, but Jose Aldo is the person I'm talking about. And then on the other side, you've got a guy who every time anybody hits him, he smiles and starts fighting harder and breaks guys down. Who knows what happens? But I think what happens is what we've seen with Jan. Unfortunately for Jose, I think that he's not going to be able to come forward and stalk and be first all the time and dictate how this fight goes, because Peter will wade through whatever he needs to wade through. He'll take it, he'll take a body kick, if he needs to. He'll take some leg kicks. He'll smile and go, "That's very cool. And congrats to you on landing that. Now watch this, and let's see how this, let's see how it works out for you." I don't see a way for Jose to come out of this with the win. I think Peter wins the fight. I think Peter's somebody who we're going to be watching for a long, long time at the top of this division. He's 27 years old. Yeah. Unreal how good and how young this guy is. And he's 27. Yeah,
he keeps turning it up. At the end of the fights, he looks better than he does walking out. I don't know what happens to this guy.
And Aldo's one of those weird cases. He's only 33. He's only 33. How is he not ancient at this point? But we got to remember fight miles, folks. At a certain point, even if you're a young man, he's been fighting his entire life. I mean, he made his debut in 2004, and he's been that long reigning champion in the WEC and the UFC. He's in Anderson Silva territory. Remember, Anderson lost the title, and then he came back and he got that win, and he looked like he might make that second run, and then he started getting blasted by the next level. That's what's happening here to Jose. He had that second run. He had that second win. He took out Moicano and he took out Stevens, and now I think he's in trouble, especially at the title level. So I'm going to be in Yan's camp, but this is a very good fight. And I'm not one of those people that thinks Aldo shouldn't be here. I don't mind him having this opportunity. And honestly, it's an opportunity for Jan's name to be built. Because if he gets a win over Jose Aldo, then the fans will believe. You know, diehards like us, we know all about Peter Yan. But the casuals do not. And they're going to go, who's this dude? So when he takes out Jose Aldo, that will mean something to the general public.